Voiceover, serious, impactful, welcome to Truth Report. Tonight, we peel back the layers of global power, technology, and simmering conflicts that are reshaping our world. From the quiet shifts in electric vehicle dominance in Europe to the audacious technological displays of a rising superpower, and the stark realities of political repression.
We'll expose the hidden hands driving these narratives, connect seemingly disparate events, and ask the uncomfortable questions about who truly benefits and who pays the price. Our investigation tonight reveals a pattern of control, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of technological supremacy that defines this new global order.
We begin with a closer look at the titans of industry, specifically Tesla, and its fluctuating fortunes across the crucial European market. Is the EV giant's grip loosening, and what does this signify for the future of sustainable transportation?
Then, we'll journey to China, where the spectacle of humanoid robots performing for millions offers a chilling glimpse into a meticulously crafted vision of the future. We'll analyze the strategic implications of Beijing's AI ambitions, extending beyond entertainment.
From there, we confront geopolitical tensions head-on. Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei, sends a defiant message to the United States, reminding us of persistent fault lines in the Middle East. What truly fuels this rhetoric, and what are its global repercussions?
We'll also uncover the quiet revolution happening in Chinese labs, as scientists announce a potential breakthrough in 2D semiconductor technology. This isn't just about faster phones, it's about a new frontier in the global tech war, with profound implications for national security and economic power.
And finally, a poignant story of political struggle from Pakistan, where calls for immediate medical attention for former Prime Minister Imran Khan highlight the precarious state of democracy and human rights. We ask, is justice truly blind, or is it a tool for political suppression? Join us, as we seek the truth.
Our first story takes us to the competitive European electric vehicle market, where a new report from CleanTechnica sheds light on Tesla's evolving position. The article, part of a series, delves into the company's market share performance across 13 key countries in January.
What we're seeing, Maya, is a more nuanced picture than simple year-over-year comparisons. The CleanTechnica analysis, specifically the third in a series, indicates a need to look beyond surface-level statistics, suggesting that Tesla's dominance might be facing significant headwinds from a rapidly maturing market.
Indeed, Alex. The report implies that while Tesla was once virtually unchallenged, the landscape is now crowded with established European automakers and other global players. This shift isn't just about sales numbers, it's about the erosion of a first-mover advantage and the growing sophistication of consumer choices.
And this erosion has tangible consequences. If Tesla's market share is indeed trending downwards or stabilizing at lower levels in these key European markets, it directly benefits competitors like Volkswagen, Stellantis, and Hyundai Kia. These companies have invested billions in their own EV platforms.
For consumers, this increased competition can be a positive development. More choices, potentially more competitive pricing, and a wider range of vehicle types become available. This signals a healthy, diversifying market rather than one dominated by a single entity.
But let's not overlook the potential downsides for Tesla. A declining market share, even if sales volumes remain strong in an expanding market, can signal reduced pricing power and increased marketing costs. It also challenges the narrative of an unstoppable innovator, forcing a re-evaluation of their long-term strategy in Europe.
The broader power structures at play here are significant. European governments are heavily incentivizing EV adoption, creating a fertile ground for all manufacturers. However, they also prioritize local jobs and industrial development, which could implicitly favor domestic brands over foreign imports, even from a market leader like Tesla.
Absolutely, Maya. We see a subtle but persistent push for national champions in the EV race. If Tesla struggles to maintain its prior growth rates, it opens the door for European manufacturers to consolidate their position, aligning with broader EU industrial policy goals to foster a competitive, homegrown electric vehicle industry.
This isn't just about market share, it's about control over the future of mobility. As the EU pushes towards ambitious climate targets, the manufacturers that dominate the EV sector will wield immense economic and political influence. Tesla's perceived slowdown could empower a more fragmented, regionally focused industry.
So, while Tesla remains a dominant force globally, the CleanTechnica report suggests that in Europe, the tide is turning. The era of unchallenged growth may be giving way to a more competitive and nationalistic struggle for supremacy in the green economy. Switching gears to a powerful display of technological ambition, Al Jazeera reports on China's Lunar New Year show, where humanoid robots captivated audiences by dancing and performing martial arts. This wasn't just entertainment, it was a carefully choreographed statement on the global stage.
It's a striking visual, Alex, but the deeper meaning is impossible to ignore. China, according to various reports and its own strategic documents, is aggressively pursuing leadership in artificial intelligence and robotics. This public spectacle is a deliberate showcase of that national commitment and progress.
This performance serves multiple purposes. Internally, it reinforces public confidence in China's technological prowess and its vision for the future. Externally, it sends a clear message to rivals, particularly the United States, that China is rapidly closing the technology gap, if not already surpassing it in specific domains.
Who benefits from such a display? Clearly, the Chinese government and its leading tech companies like UbTech Robotics, which likely developed these humanoids, gain immense prestige. It's a powerful recruitment tool for STEM talent and a signal to investors about the nation's innovation capacity.
But who loses? Potentially, the global workforce, particularly in manufacturing and service industries, faces the prospect of automation on an unprecedented scale. And ethically, the rapid advancement of humanoid robotics, especially under an authoritarian regime, raises serious questions about surveillance, control, and the future of human labor.
The implications for broader power structures are profound. Beijing views AI and robotics as critical pillars for its Made in China 2025 initiative and its military modernization goals. These aren't just consumer gadgets, they are dual-use technologies with strategic significance.
Consider the military applications, Maya. If these robots can perform complex martial arts, imagine their potential in logistics, reconnaissance, or even combat scenarios. This demonstration subtly underlines China's intent to leverage AI for national security, fundamentally altering the balance of global military power.
This public performance is a carefully constructed piece of soft power, projecting an image of a technologically advanced, confident nation. It's part of China's broader strategy to establish itself as the dominant force in future technologies, from smart cities to space exploration, challenging the existing world order.
So, what appears as a festive celebration of technology is, in fact, a stark declaration of intent. China is not just competing, it is actively shaping a future where its technological capabilities are a cornerstone of its global influence, with humanoid robots as its dancing ambassadors.
Turning our attention to the volatile geopolitics of the Middle East, Al Jazeera reports that Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei has publicly declared the U.S. will not be able to destroy the Iranian government, directly taking aim at former President Donald Trump.
This isn't a new sentiment, Maya, but the timing is crucial. Khamenei's remarks, especially referencing Trump, are designed to resonate with Iran's internal hardline base while simultaneously sending a defiant message to Washington, irrespective of who occupies the White House. It reinforces a narrative of steadfast resistance.
The context here is critical: decades of U.S. sanctions, proxy conflicts, and the collapse of the nuclear deal under Trump's maximum pressure campaign. Khamenei's statement is a reaffirmation of Iran's commitment to its revolutionary principles, positioning the U.S. as the perpetual adversary.
Who benefits from this rhetoric? Primarily, the conservative establishment within Iran. It consolidates their power, deflects attention from internal economic struggles, and justifies their hardline stance against any perceived Western interference. It's a rallying cry for national unity against an external threat.
On the flip side, the Iranian people often bear the brunt of this continued confrontation. Sanctions severely impact their economy, limiting access to essential goods and opportunities. The constant state of tension perpetuates a cycle of isolation and hardship, making them the ultimate losers in this geopolitical chess game.
The broader power structures at play are a complex web of regional rivalries and international alliances. Khamenei's defiant posture is not just for American ears, it's also a message to regional foes like Saudi Arabia and Israel, asserting Iran's unyielding position as a major regional player.
This defiance also impacts global energy markets and international diplomacy. The continued deadlock with Iran complicates efforts to stabilize the Middle East, potentially leading to further escalation of proxy conflicts and disrupting critical oil shipping lanes. It directly challenges U.S. influence in the region.
And the mention of Donald Trump is a calculated move. It taps into the memory of a particularly aggressive U.S. policy, using it to underscore the continuity of American hostility regardless of presidential change. This narrative is crucial for maintaining internal cohesion and justifying Iran's own actions on the global stage.
Khamenei's pronouncement is a powerful reminder that despite internal and external pressures, the Iranian regime remains determined to resist what it perceives as external interference, signaling a long and arduous road ahead for any attempts at de-escalation or renegotiation.
Moving from geopolitical rhetoric to technological reality, the South China Morning Post reports a significant breakthrough. Chinese scientists have announced a new technique to mass-produce 2D material wafers, paving the way for high-performance electronics using a successor to silicon.
This is monumental, Alex. As the article highlights, silicon-based transistors are approaching their physical limits. The search for next-generation materials like molybdenum disulfide, mentioned in the SCMP report, has been a global priority. This isn't just an incremental improvement, it's a potential paradigm shift.
This breakthrough directly addresses China's Achilles heel in the ongoing tech war with the US, advanced semiconductor manufacturing. The ability to mass-produce 2D material wafers could allow China to bypass current limitations and leapfrog existing silicon-based technologies, reducing its reliance on foreign chip designs and fabrication.
Who benefits most from this? Undeniably, China's national security and its burgeoning tech sector. This innovation offers a pathway to technological sovereignty, ensuring that critical components for AI, defense systems, and future computing infrastructure can be developed and produced domestically.
And who stands to lose? The United States and its allies, who have sought to restrict China's access to advanced chip technology. If China can develop a viable alternative, it could significantly diminish the effectiveness of those sanctions and potentially reshape the global balance of power in high-tech industries.
The broader implications for power structures are staggering. Control over next-generation semiconductor technology is paramount in the 21st century. It determines economic competitiveness, military superiority, and national security. This breakthrough positions China as a potential leader, not just a follower, in this critical domain.
We're talking about a fundamental shift in the very foundation of modern technology. If China successfully scales this, it could lead to an independent, parallel tech ecosystem, immune to external pressure. This would be a profound blow to Western efforts to contain China's technological ascent.
The race for post-silicon materials has been intense globally. For China to announce a mass production technique for 2D wafers suggests a targeted, well-funded national strategy yielding results. It underscores their long-term vision for technological self-reliance, extending far beyond current geopolitical tensions.
This isn't just an academic achievement, it's a strategic weapon. The ability to control the materials and manufacturing of future high-performance electronics could give China an unparalleled advantage, fundamentally altering the global technological and economic landscape for decades to come.
Finally, we turn to Pakistan, where political tensions are high. Al Jazeera reports that a group of former cricket captains has written to Pakistan's government, urgently requesting immediate medical attention for the imprisoned former Prime Minister, Imran Khan.
This isn't merely a humanitarian appeal, it's a direct challenge to the Pakistani government regarding its treatment of a prominent political figure. Imran Khan's imprisonment and perceived lack of adequate medical care raise serious questions about due process and political interference in the judicial system.
The summary mentions former captains, indicating a broad appeal from respected public figures, adding weight to the demand. Khan's history, including surviving an assassination attempt and his current political persecution, makes this plea resonate deeply within Pakistan and internationally.
Who benefits from Khan's continued incapacitation or poor health? Clearly, his political opponents, who have seen him removed from power and his party, the PTI, severely curtailed. His absence from the political arena directly impacts upcoming elections, potentially shaping their outcome without his direct influence.
And who loses? Khan himself, his millions of supporters, and the democratic process in Pakistan. The perception that a political leader is being denied basic human rights and medical care while imprisoned undermines public trust in state institutions and fuels charges of political vendetta.
This situation reflects deeper power struggles within Pakistan. The civilian government and, more importantly, the powerful military establishment, have a long history of influencing political outcomes. Khan's imprisonment and the nature of his legal battles are widely seen as part of this struggle for control.
The international community is watching closely. Such appeals, especially from respected figures, draw global attention to human rights concerns and the state of democracy in Pakistan. It risks damaging Pakistan's international image and raising questions about its adherence to rule of law.
This isn't an isolated incident, it's part of a worrying pattern where political opposition is met with legal challenges and imprisonment. The demand for medical attention for Khan underscores how the judiciary and prison systems can become tools in a broader political game to silence dissenting voices.
So, while the request is for immediate medical care, its implications are far broader. It highlights the fragility of democratic institutions in Pakistan and the persistent struggle between popular mandate and entrenched power, with human rights often caught in the crossfire.
Maya, looking across these stories, a chilling pattern emerges. We see a world grappling with immense technological shifts, yet these advancements are often intertwined with, and sometimes directly weaponized by, geopolitical rivalries and authoritarian control.
Absolutely, Alex. From China's public display of humanoid robots and its silent, strategic breakthrough in 2D semiconductors, we witness a nation meticulously executing a vision for technological supremacy. This isn't just about economic growth, it's about redefining global power structures through innovation.
And the parallel is stark. While one nation pushes the boundaries of future tech, another, Iran, defiantly digs in its heels against a perceived external enemy, using rhetoric to consolidate power internally, even as its citizens suffer. The struggle for national sovereignty, whether technological or ideological, is central.
What connects these dots is the relentless pursuit of control. Whether it's governments asserting influence over political opponents, as we see with Imran Khan in Pakistan, or nations vying for dominance in critical technologies like EVs or semiconductors, the underlying drive is to shape the future on their own terms.
Indeed. Tesla's market share shifts in Europe aren't just about sales, they reflect the battle for control over a multi-trillion-dollar industry, where national interests and local economies are increasingly prioritized. The future of transportation, like the future of computing, is a battleground.
The truth is, these stories aren't isolated events. They are symptoms of a larger global transformation. Technological innovation, geopolitical tension, and the suppression of dissent are not just coexisting, they are deeply interconnected, each influencing and accelerating the others in a complex dance for power.
What we've uncovered tonight is a fragmented world, racing towards a future defined by technological prowess, but often at the cost of open dialogue, democratic principles, and individual liberties. The battles for market share, for chip supremacy, for political control, they are all part of the same global struggle.
The narratives are carefully crafted, the displays meticulously planned, and the consequences often hidden from plain sight. But by connecting these stories, we hope to shed light on the deeper forces at play and empower you, our audience, to see beyond the headlines.
Your vigilance is our greatest ally in the pursuit of truth. Question everything, seek deeper context, and demand accountability from those who wield power, whether in boardrooms or government halls. The truth, however uncomfortable, is our only defense.
Join us next time on Truth Report, as we continue to investigate the stories that truly matter. For Alex Truth, I'm Maya Clarity.